Hello, beautiful people. So I hope everybody's having a good day and was able to get some lunch, some breakfast, some vitamins, some water, some minerals in your body to fuel your day. So important. So that is not what this video is about today, though, but I thought that that was important to say. So listen, this video today is about the visceral responses in our body and the biological factors in our brain. So the chemical components to the things that I've been talking about the last couple of days. I did two videos. One was on anxiety, the other one was on depression, and those were more so for the physical manifestations that happen in our bodies of the two, and some tips of what to do with that to alleviate those or reduce them. So today I'm talking about the chemical components of them. All right. So I wanted to start out by giving you guys a quote. There's a book that I do with my clients. I go through the entire book with them, with some of them, depending on what they're presenting with. It's called Body Keeps the Score. And there was a quote in there talking about changes in our brain, having like a recalibration of our alarm system. And so the way that I like to explain this to people is I tell people I am like a huge nerd. For those who know me know that. I watch documentaries on the treadmill. So one day I was watching a documentary on a treadmill, and it was about our gut. It was two of them, but my brain has a way of like taking several things and being able to kind of hear the common theme and put them together and how they fit together and all that stuff. It's kind of like a puzzle piece. My brain does that. So anyway, I was on the treadmill listening to a documentary about memory. And I was also listening to a documentary about, our brains and trauma. And, I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, they talked about memory being stored in our gut. So I'm going to explain it like this. You know how your mom will come to you and say, do you remember such and such? And you're like, no, mom, I don't remember. And they're like, you don't remember? You grew up with such and such? You're like, no, I don't remember. You don't remember because there is not a memory, an emotion tied to your memory. Your mom remembers because obviously there's an emotion tied to that. So we remember by emotions, what our emotions were tied to. All right. So I'm going somewhere with this. Stay with me. We remember by what our emotions are tied to. And so we have several things that our body remembers based on emotions. Okay. Our emotions are comprised in our gut. So that's why when we're in love, we feel all these butterflies. That's why when we are scared, we feel, fear, that feeling of fear in our stomach, things like that. So the other thing I like to tell people is we have an internal smoke alarm that helps with those type things to tell us, hey, like you should be warned. There's a fire right now. I had a house where the smoke alarm just kept going on and on and on. And I was like, listen, we're only boiling water. It is not a fire. Why does the smoke alarm keep going off, right? And so just like our bodies, when our smoke alarm goes off too much, it's called our amygdala. When it goes off too much, what tends to happen is that it's defected. It's not working properly. It's going to start going off on boiling water. All right. And so you're going to have to be the one to be like, look, there's not it's not a fire. There's just water boiling, but you're going to have to reset it. Okay. So you're going to have to reset your brain. You're going to have to train your brain. I'm going to talk about that in another video because this video would be way too long if I went into that. And then there are 3 ways that you can recover from trauma. I'm going to do another video for that. So the point here is that our body remembers things. I tell people all the time, my 2 methodologies and foundations are CBT. Our thoughts produce our actions produce our habits produce our personality. On the other side of that is your body. It keeps score of everything you've ever gone through, those emotions, right, that are tied to it. And my job is to help you to balance the scales, and figure out, is it the cart before the horse, the egg before the chicken, and what to do with that. So I want to help you guys. I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can. However, I'm going to be honest, I'm much better in therapy. Because I am good with the back and forth. And so the videos are a little hard for me just to give information. I am great with interaction though. So I wanted to do videos to give you guys some information. I hope it's helpful. So today, yes, smoke alarm. We're going to have to train it. We will do that. I will teach you guys how. We'll talk about that. The Bible talks about renewing our mind. We have to do that reset. Okay. And we'll talk about the 3 ways to recover from trauma. But I want you guys this week to pay attention to those visceral responses, okay? Because your brain has had a psychological recalibration based on your experiences. And a lot of the times they're unconscious. We don't pay attention to them. And so I need you guys to be able to pay attention to those. So I'm going to teach you guys a technique to be able to do that. And make sure that you're paying attention to your body and your thoughts and your body responses. All right. So you guys be blessed. Christian Therapy.